Hello students, welcome to Anne's classes. Let's do number and numeration, chapter 1, exercise 1.6. Page number 15, we are doing question 4. Which of the following numbers cannot be rounded off to the nearest hundred as 800? Now all these numbers that are given to us here can be rounded off to the nearest hundred, but one of the answers will not be 800. So we are asked which number is it that cannot be rounded off to the nearest hundred as 800. So let's start with the first one. Whenever you're asked to round off to the nearest hundred, we have to underline the digit in the hundreds place. Now we have to look at the digit next to it to the right. So the digit to the right is 7, which is more than 5. If it is more than 5, you have to increase 7 by 1. So 7 will now become 8 and the other two digits will become 2 zeros. So here we can round off 775 to the nearest hundred as 800. Let's go to the next one. Here the digit in the hundreds place is 8. And now, which is the digit to the right of 8? It is 4, which is less than 5. If it is less than 5, the underlying digit will not change. It will remain the same. So that is going to be 8 and the other two digits will be 2 zeros. That means even 849 can be rounded off to the nearest hundred as 800. Let's take the next number. The next number, the digit in the hundreds place is 7 and the digit to its right is more than 5. So if it is more than 5, the underlying digit will increase by 1. So 7 plus 1 is 8 and the other two digits become 2 zeros. So even 701 can be rounded off to the nearest hundred as 800. That means we have only one number left. So this is the answer. But let's check this also. So let's underline the digit in the hundreds place and let's look at the digit to its right. It is 3, which is less than 5. If it is less than 5, this will not change. It will remain as it is. So this is 7 and the other two digits are 2 zeros. So can you see 735 is the number that cannot be rounded off to the nearest hundred as 800. So we have our answer 735 cannot be rounded off to the nearest hundred as 800. Question 5. Which of the following numbers cannot be rounded off to the nearest thousands as 5,000? Okay, so we're going to see this as 5,000, which one cannot be done. So here there are 4 numbers and we're going to see the digit in the thousands place first. So in the thousands place we have 4 and the digit next to it is 5. So if it is 5 or more than 5, the underlying digit will increase by 1. So that becomes 5 and the other digits become 0. So 4,522 can be rounded off to the nearest thousands as 5,000. Our question is which cannot be rounded off. So let's take the next one. In the thousands place we have 5 and the digit next to it is 3, which is less than 5. That means the underlying digit will not change and the others will become zeros. So this is 5,000 again. Let's go to the next one. So here again let's underline the digit in the thousands place and look at the digit to its right. It's more than 5. That means the underlying digit will now change. It will increase by 1. 5 plus 1 is 6 and the other digits become 3 zeros. Okay, so this is 6,000 and not 5,000. Let's go to the next one. So here the digit in the thousands place is 4 and the digit to its right is 9, which is more than 5. That means the underlying digit will change and the other digits become 3 zeros. So here you can see there are 4 numbers in that only 3 could be rounded off to the nearest thousands as 5,000. So this is the number that cannot be rounded off to the nearest thousand as 5,000 because when you round it off, what do you get? You get 6,000. So this is our answer. So let's write down that answer. 5,620 cannot be rounded off to the nearest thousand as 5,000. Question 6. Round off the following numbers to the nearest thousands and to the nearest 10,000s. So let's take this number and we're going to round it off first to the nearest thousand. So first we're going to do it to the nearest thousand. So that is 94,835 to the nearest thousands. So when you are given this, you have to look for the digit in the thousands place and underline it. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. So in the thousands place we have 4. Next step is to look at the digit to its right. That is 8, and 8 is more than 5. That means what you have underlined will increase by 1. 4 plus 1 will now become 5. So this will become 5. To its left, whatever numbers there, that will remain the same. But to its right, all the digits will now become zeros. So let's write down the answer. 9 will remain as it is. 4 is 4 plus 1, which will become 5. The others become 0. So there are 3 zeros. So we have rounded it off to 95,000. Next is to round it off to the nearest 10,000. It's given in the question, round it off to the nearest 10,000. So what we have to do is look for the digit in the 10,000s place. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000. So in the 10,000s place, we have 9. And the digit to its right is 4, and 4 is smaller than 5. So if the number here is equal to or less than 5, there will be no change in the underlined digit. That means 9 will remain as it is, and all the digits to its right will now change to zeros. So this is 9, and there are 4 digits, so there will be 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have rounded off 94,835 to the nearest 10,000s, and the answer is 90,000. Question B, we have 18,492. We are going to round it off to the nearest thousands first. That means we're going to underline the digit in the thousands place. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. So we have 8 in the thousands place. Next step, look at the digit to its right. It is less than 5. That means 8 will not change. It will remain the same. And the digit to its left will remain the same. All the digits to its right will change to zeros. So 1 will be the same, 8 will be the same, and we'll put 3 zeros. So your answer is 18,000. Now we're going to round it off to the nearest 10,000. So underline the digit in the 10,000s place. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000. So in the 10,000s place we have 1. Now look at the digit to its right. It's more than 5. That means increase 1 by 1. So 1 plus 1 will become 2. And all the digits will become zeros, the other digits. So 2, and there are 4 digits, so 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what is our answer? 20,000. Question C. So first we're going to round it off to the nearest thousands. So let's look at the digit in the thousands place. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. So 9 is in the thousands place. Look at the digit to its right. It's less than 5. So 9 will not change. It will remain the same. All the digits to the left of 9 is the same. All the digits to the right of 9 will become zeros. So let's write down the number. So we have 6, 2, 9 will not change, and in the place of the other 3 digits we're going to put 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3. So what is our number? Let's put the commas and read. The number is 6,29,000. Next question is round it off to the nearest 10,000s. So underline the digit in the 10,000s place. 1, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000. So in the 10,000s place we have 2. Look at the digit to its right. It's more than 5. So 2 will increase by 1 and become 3. So this will remain the same. All the others become zeros. So let's write 6. 2 will now become 3. And then we put zeros for all the digits. There are 4 digits. So 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now let's read our number. Our number is 6,30,000. Next we have another number. Let's round it off to the nearest thousands. So in the thousands place, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. What do we have? We have 4. Now look at the digit to its right. It's less than 5. So 4 will not change. It will remain the same. The digits to its left will remain the same. The digits to its right will now become zeros. So let's write 8, 9, 4 will not change. Now after 4 there are 3 digits. So let's write 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3. So what is our number? Let's put the commas and read. 8,94,000. Now we're going to round off to the nearest 10,000s. So ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s. We have 9 in the 10,000s place. Let's look at the digit to its right. It is 4 and 4 is less than 5. So 9 will not change. That will remain the same. 8 also will remain the same. So 8 and 9, all the digits to the right of 9 will now become zeros. There are 4 digits, so 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put the commas and read this number. So this number is now 8,90,000. Next question is, which of the following numbers cannot be rounded off to the nearest 10,000s as 90,000? So we did similar sums earlier, isn't it? So we're going to look at these and see which cannot become 90,000. That means here it says 10,000, isn't it? So we have to underline the digit in the 10,000s place. So which one is that? Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000. That is 8 here. Next digit is 4. So 4 is less than 5. So 8 will not change. 8 will remain as it is and the others become zeros. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So here we have 80,000. So can you see this number cannot be rounded off to 90,000. Let's look at the next number. Okay, so here as you can see we have 8 in the 10,000s place. The digit next to it is more than 5. That means 8 will increase by 1 and become 9. And the others become zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. So this is 90,000. So this number can be rounded off to 90,000. Let's take the number. Question C. In the 10,000s place, we have 9. The digit next to it is 2. So 9 will not change. So that is 9. 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros, 90,000. So this number also can be rounded off to 90,000. Let's take the next one. Here we have in the 10,000s place we have 9. Let's underline it. Next to it we have 4. That means it's less than 5. So 9 will not change. It will remain as it is. So this is 9 and 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. So as you can see, these three numbers can be rounded off to 90,000. It's only this number that cannot be rounded off to 90,000. So that is our answer. Which is our answer? 84,321, because this cannot be rounded off to the nearest 10,000 as 90,000. Next question. Rewrite the following statements by rounding off the figure as directed. So we have to rewrite this statement. We have to follow the directions given to us here. So let's first read the statement. The cost of a bicycle is 1,872 rupees. So a bicycle costs so much. We have to round off this to the nearest hundreds. So this number, we have to round it off to the nearest hundreds. So which is the digit in the hundreds place? Ones, tens, hundreds. We have 8 in the hundreds place. Look at the digit to its right. Okay, and then change it. So the cost of a bicycle will now be, we'll put the rupees. Now, 1 will remain as it is. 8 will increase by 1 because the digit next to it is more than 5. So let's write 1. 8 plus 1 is 9, and in the place of the other two digits we put 2 zeros. So now we have found the cost of the bicycle to be 1900 when you round it off to the nearest hundreds. Usually when we tell someone to make it sound easier, we say, if someone asks us what is the cost of the bicycle you bought, you will say roughly 1900. But actually how much did you pay? 1872. So to make it easier for the other person to get an idea of about how much we paid, we round it off and say about 1900. That's why we use rounding off. Next one. The number of people living in a colony is 4743. We have to rewrite this statement by following the instructions. Round off to the nearest thousands. So which is the digit in the thousands place? Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. Now look at the digit to its right. It's more than 5. That means the underlined digit will change. So let's write that. The number of people living in the colony, 4 plus 1 is 5. And then we have 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3 zeros. So number of people living in a colony is around 5,000. Again, when someone asks us, how many people are there in your colony? We say around 5,000, about 5,000 or roughly 5,000, whereas the exact number is 4,743. This is not a number that we tell people about generally like that, isn't it? This is only when they want to find out the exact number. Otherwise, we use a simpler number so that the other person gets an idea about how many people are there roughly. Next question. Question 8, the C part of the same question. Okay, the number of cars in a city is 48,960. Round off to the nearest 10,000s. So let's look at the digit in the 10,000s place. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s. So in the 10,000s place we have 4. Look at the digit to its right. It's more than 5. That means 4 will now change to 5. Okay, so now when we round it off, let's write it like this. The number of cars in a city, in the place of 4, I will write 4 plus 1, 5. And in the place of the other digits, I'm going to put zeros. There are 4 digits, so 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. So how many cars are there in a city roughly? Roughly there are around 50,000 cars. But what is the exact number? 48,960. But if we have to tell someone else, will say there are around 50,000 cars in our city. Next one. The cost of a motorcycle is 28,485 rupees. Round off to the nearest thousands. So let's underline the digit in the thousands place. So here we have ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. So 8 is in the thousands place. Next step is to look at the digit to the right of it. The digit there is less than 5. That means 8 will not change. It will remain as it is. So let's write down our answer. The cost of a motorcycle is rupees. 2 will remain as it is. 8 will remain as it is. The other 3 digits become 3 zeros. So now the cost of a motorcycle is 28,000 rupees. Roughly when we round it off to the nearest thousands. So hope you have understood, children. We will stop with this for now because we've come to the end of this exercise. Thank you, children.